Hello and welcome back to... Wait a minute. This is different. Yes, we are actually on a new world here. The old world, it was actually having some problems. So general admin maintenance was kind of basically taking over my life. I had started to make a video of a slime farm. However, yeah, like I said, admin maintenance. So basically we kept getting a bunch of crashes with no real crash reports or really any information whatsoever. It just kind of like would keep crashing without even a crash report sometimes, which was kind of making things difficult. So we kind of came together and decided, you know what we're going to do? We are going to kind of scale things back. So we're in a new world. We are in a, if I hit F3, we should probably get better F3 screen at some point. We are on 1.19.1, which means we have things like the Deep Dark. So that's pretty cool. We're also on a much smaller server, both in the scope of the pack size, as well as the actual server list itself. So we are now on a private server instead of the public server. Basically, we were just getting, it was getting crazy. There's like 10, 11 people online, and we would get like 4 TPS. So if I go to Forge TPS right now, we are sitting happy at 20. Of course, this is a brand new world, so I would hope so with only 4 people online. But, like I said, smaller pack list, lots of changes coming. So we've got quite a few changes with Ars Nouveau itself, as well as a couple of the other mods that are in here. You know, we're going to actually put the golden stuff on because it's better than nothing. Yeah, we've got some changes with Ars Nouveau, like I said. If I go to at Ars, there's a few things. We have the textures on a lot of things. The models actually have changed for quite a bit. I like the new ones, so we're going to get into those when we get to them eventually. But at the moment, yeah, we gotta go find a place to live. So I've got a place in mind, and it's roughly down here-ish somewhere. Unfortunately, there's a world border a little before it, but luckily I'm the admin, so I can change that. So we'll do the typical, hey, can anyone sleep? I just started, and we will punch our first log. Woo! New recipes unlocked. Okay, so we are going to, at the moment, like I said, we've got a little ways to go before we get to the area that I kind of picked out based off of the seed. And I'm thinking a boat's probably going to be the best way to get there. So quite honestly, I'm going to chop down a couple trees here, get a little bit of stone, and probably just hop on a boat for foreseeable future. Okay, well, we have some really basic starting resources. We've got a little bit of food, not much. It's not going to last us too long. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a spruce boat and hop into the ocean, or at least the river nearby. Thank you. I will need you. And let's get going. So, I was hoping to find a gold ingot in that nether chest back there. However, we didn't luck out. This is a taiga biome, of course, so starbone coals are definitely going to be coming in handy. Do I want to kill you? No, I'll go with fish instead. Yeah, we need to have food. Let's grab this, let's grab the sugar cane as well while we are at it, if I can figure out how to steer a stupid boat. And like I said, we're going to be on the river for quite a while. There is a desert. So my plan is that we are going to be living in a desert, building primarily out of sandstone, actually. It's not a design I've used too much before. I did a little bit in like 1.15, a little test world that we had. But yeah, it was kind of fun to build with, so I would like to try that again. While I'm here, I see an archwood here, so we're going to go ahead and chop down at least one of each of the archwoods. In fact, we're also going to grab some pears for food. Yeah, archwood has some interesting properties. It looks like someone got to this one already. There's some new fruit. Sorry, so there's some new fruit. Yeah, hiccuping on camera. Woo! So let's chop down this at least so we can get some saplings. We won't be able to get the fruit from these when they grow. You only get them kind of wild like you do with cocoa beans. It's kind of the best thing to compare it to. You know what? I'm actually going to go with just a couple of these saplings and not even bother with the logs, just because inventory space is at a premium. And since my plan is living in a desert, I should probably actually collect a couple birch and oak saplings as well, because those might be a little hard to find in the desert. And of course, not all of the fruit here that you can get on the archwood is going to necessarily be beneficial. This one here is called the pomegranate on the fire tree. Yeah, bomb granite. I don't recommend eating it. It can be a little explosive. However, you can actually brew an interesting potion from it that, well, it also explodes, but it can explode pretty big. And so one of the things that is being added to this, if I look in Ars Nouveau here, it's probably going to be at the end of the list, I'd imagine. Ooh, stairs and slabs. There is the Splash Flask Cannon and the Lingering Flask Cannon. So you can throw potions at things now, which is pretty cool, especially ones that have various side effects that may not be, friendly. It's only grown 50%, but I don't feel like sitting around all day. Let's grab a few of these saplings and be on our way. Well, it seems that my river has run dry a little bit here, and ended at a village, which isn't actually a bad thing here. Unfortunately, my inventory is completely full, which is kind of a bad thing. I do want to grab... do I want to grab any wheat? I should probably grab a bit of wheat here. Yes, I know my wooden axe is going to break. In fact, there, it broke. I'm going to grab some of the wheat here because, like I said, food's going to be important. I would like to get... we're going about 2,000 blocks here, so it's a little ways away. But yeah, farmers, do you have anything useful? Actually, I'm not going to bother trading with you guys. However, if you guys have any items that could be acquired, that would be handy. We do still have looter on here, and perfect. Gold and iron is going to be really useful. Gold, I just found a couple starbunkles, so that would be handy. I don't have anything to get rid of. Let me figure out this inventory. And as the sun is setting, we have finally arrived on the beach of our new home. Or we would if there wasn't a big wall here. Yeah. I need that island. And since we were planning on having it be on the other side over there anyway, through the magic of commands, poof. Yeah, look, we can walk over to our island now. So yesterday, before I logged off, I was able to, there was a couple spiders over there on that little island there, which worked out perfectly because I needed 4 string in order to make ourselves a backpack. And I don't know which mod is making things highlight green when I mouse over them, but whatever. So backpack is what I was trying to get earlier. Killed some cows, got some leather, and we've got that. And I also found 2 of these guys. These are some allays. We may have had a few accidents along the way. There's a wonderful pillager thing somewhere around. It's hard to see because its roof is matching out right here. Pillager outpost right there. I've never actually seen them with jungle leaf on the roof, but it has that. And also, as we were boating along here along the river, this is the first time I've actually ever seen one of these in the wild. It's a woodland mansion, which is kind of interesting actually because this is not a dark oak forest. This is a jungle. So I don't know what mod is doing that, but we've got that nearby. If I go down here to where we are, from the seed map, there's a very large mangrove swamp right here with a small little desert in the middle. We're actually looking for this island down here, and it is basically going to be our new home. It might actually be below that. I need to double check. But I believe there's also there should be another pillager outpost around here somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. That may come in handy later, but for the moment, we're actually going to leave these 2 guys just kind of hanging out here. I don't really want them hanging along until I have a better spot for them. Let's go ahead and eat a couple apples, and let's go ahead and explore our new future home and grab some sugarcane along the way. Changed my mind. I am going to take one of the allays because... yeah, I want to take a boat for this. We have a nice little coral reef over here, so that'll be kind of cool for some underwater lighting stuff. The hard edges here between the biomes is because currently I have it set for basically no biome blending. During testing, I was wanting to kind of like be able to actually see where the biomes start and end, especially in grass areas and water like this. But I'll turn that off later and smooth it out. One of the things I did want to mention is I have myself a shiny new computer. Yeah. 12th gen Intel Core, i5, all that fun stuff, and a shiny new GPU as well. So hopefully things should be running quite a bit smoother. We are currently sitting at 60 FPS. That's because it's currently locked to my monitor, which is, only 60 FPS. But everything's a lot smoother, it runs nicer, and overall I'm super thrilled with it. It also allows us to do a thing, which is we have one mod on here which is not on the server, it's a client-side mod, which is Farsight. You can't really see much with it at the moment because of this area. Ooh, awesome, some rabbits, perfect, I need those. But what it does is Farsight allows us to have a larger render distance than what the server is running. We can still see that island that we just came from way over there. I currently have it set for 20 chunks. It'll only actually display them when I get to them, so the server has to actually still send me the data. But it's not keeping it in the server's memory, so it's not actually loading anything there. It just allows me to actually be able to see a little bit better once I can get up higher and we'll be able to see what we're doing. Basically what that means, I'll be able to actually see my island here all at once. However, I will have to actually travel around it in order to load it the first time. And I think if I relog, then it unloads it all, so yeah, that's the thing. I believe, though, if we look at our map, yes, this is the island I wanted. So, this is our new kingdom. Currently it's a desert. Not much here to see. But we're going to work on that. First off, though, I do want to kind of explore just the edges, kind of see where we are. We've got this river around us, which will give us some bridges for some paths and such. I want to have a big port area, some docks out into the ocean there. Maybe build some boats. I don't know what we're going to do, but I am excited for what we have planned so far. In the meantime, I'm going to explore a little bit. As you can see, there aren't exactly many trees around here, so that's why we need all the saplings. And yeah, I think we can get ourselves started. Well, this was odd. I was just looking at the map, just kind of get the lay of the land here, and I saw a whole bunch of random entities pop up. I can't get through here. And over on the map here, I see a bunch of red markers, which is individual items on the ground. So I'm thinking what happened is something like this, where it's floating sand. I think it all collapsed over here. Looks like there's a hole right here. So here's a random cactus. So apparently this area is not exactly stable, so it sounds like a great place to build a kingdom, of course. So that's fun. Anything useful drop around here? No, just sticks, it looks like. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be fine. I'm not really sure why that suddenly updated, because it shouldn't update without, a block update. And I don't think random block update... Oh, you know what it was? A cactus grew. I bet that's what happened. A cactus was sitting here, it grew, and updated the block it was sitting on, which caused all of them to fall. That's kind of cool, because that's why there's a random cactus sitting down there as well. Interesting. I don't actually have a use for that, and now there's a giant hole where I was hoping to build something. Eventually, I don't really know my actual plans for the place yet, but that is something to keep in mind. Here's some more. Ooh, I want to do this one. We are too hungry to run. Let's go ahead and break you. Cool. Ooh, sand. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? These pieces of sand here, they're floating. In fact, this one's just floating on its own, so even if I take this one out, I'd still have a single floating sand piece there. I kind of want to make that, I want to, record it. Because this one, I think I can build around it without, interrupting it or anything. Over here, are you guys... I think if I make that one fall, that may still stay. Because I think that won't have a direct update on it because it's diagonal. Same with that one, so that one might be able to stay as well. I kind of like the idea of that, making a little, like a temple or something, because like I said, my plan's desert temple area, desert kingdom. Perhaps we can have a temple of sorts around this. I like that idea. Well, that didn't work either. But luckily I died a number of times before, and we are near the pillager outpost. I have a bed set up for my latest grave run, and hello there, birdie. Do you want some seeds? No? Do you want to eat these seeds? You won't eat those seeds either. Okay. Well, let's get some more seeds. I want a bird. Okay, I only want one of you birds, and one of you is more rare than the other. And still does not want seeds. Do you want this seed? You don't take that seed either. Okay. I'll come back for you. Hey, we have a parrot. Cool. Hop on my shoulder, and while we are here, we actually need some dirt. Because I don't have any dirt in the desert. We can always get more pretty easily. In fact, I can just grow archwood and get myself more. But I need to have some to start with. So let's grab some bamboo while we're at it. And I think Amiran was online. I think he said that he's taken the mansion. That's the name. So I think he said he had a small camp there, and I'm able to pick up a bed from him. Can you hop on my shoulder? Thank you. Okay. We are going to walk over there. Ideally not die. And hopefully get a bed so we can actually set up our spawn to be at our actual house. So I will meet you over there. And speaking of Murin, here you are, because, yeah, you died. Sorry. But here we are. Birdie, you're still following me? Sweet. I'm going to ask if I can have a couple source berries as well, because I could use some of those. May I have a source berry, please? Please. Yay! Sweet. Thank you. Let's go ahead and grab just a couple here. They'll grow back. And that'll get us started. Perfect. Thank you. And back to our desert we go. Hopefully a little better prepared this next time. We still don't... I didn't actually grab any wool, did I? Nope. Okay. Any sheep around here? Probably not. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll find some spiders or something and get some wool that way. In the meantime, let's head back there. We can store all of our stuff. We also picked up some of each of the saplings here, as well as the shiny new fruit, which we can then grow on the archwood. Well, let's go ahead. Wow, we're still 1,200 away. Didn't seem that far, but it is all ocean in between, so it's easy enough to go across. Bird, you still hanging out? Okay, cool. Alright, see you over there. Well, since I'm over here, I might as well grab a couple of these mangrove propagules. Propagule, I can pronounce ours. Mud, we can make mud. I'm actually going to use quite a bit of that in my building, specifically the packed mud bricks and such. I feel like they'll go well with the sandstone that I'm planning on using. I think the vines will come with it when I plant these, we'll see. So I don't need to grab any of those. I don't see anything else in here. I would like some wool. It'd be nice if there's anything in here. I see some things on the map. Lily pads I don't really need. So let's go ahead. I see some yellow on the map here, and I think that's various mobs. So hopefully they are sheep. I doubt that there's actually sheep around here. It's probably like squid, if I had to guess. Or maybe like a salmon. I don't know. We'll find out. Bird. Cool. Apparently the birds can swim. Let's see if we can find... like I said, I doubt there's going to be a sheep over here, but it'd be really nice if there is. Grab a couple more of these. Some moss might be nice too. I think there's moss carpets here, but I don't think I can... Ah, bees. That's what they are. Okay. I don't think I can turn moss carpets into moss, so it's not going to help us too much. That's probably fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to head back to my boat. And, of course, the dog is still here. Why are you still here? I don't have a weapon. Well, that went about as well as I thought it would. Cool. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, we died, right? And then, we crashed. Apparently the server crashed, rolled back, and turns out, just kidding, I didn't die. That also means I don't have any mangrove on me, unfortunately. Okay, good to know. Well, I guess we're a little better prepared. We know that there's going to be a wild dog thingy there. Tell you what, we're actually still pretty close to a Murin here. I'm going to see if he has any sheep or wool we can grab. That way we can set our spawn a little bit closer instead of making this whole 1,500 block journey once again. Because that's probably going to happen a few times. So apparently it was only a player data rollback. So I think that there actually might be a grave there. Which direction am I going? This way. Unfortunately, there's also a hunter there. Now, hopefully that hunter is almost dead, but this is still going to be kind of more difficult than I'd like. Because I don't have any wood on me. I only have a few saplings and some dirt, so I guess I could make wood. I have 3 wool, so I don't have a bed yet. And he's probably going to kill me before I can open that chest, find out that I don't have any wood in there, because my wood's probably in my backpack, which is at that death. Which thankfully he's no longer near anymore. So if we go over to that death, we should be able to get our stuff, get our backpack, get our wood out, make a bed, set our spawn, and then kill him. I think that's the plan. Let's see how well that plan works. So far so good. Old death is right there. A little bit of XP there still. Let's go ahead, hop down here. Nothing around here to kill me. Perfect. Break you, grab our stuff. Thank you. Open you, grab 1, 2, 3. Cool, thank you. Let's also grab one more oak log, turn you into a crafting table real quick before he sees me. I probably have a crafting table in my inventory already. That's fine. Planks, wool, gets us a bed. You know what? Respawn point set. Perfect. Okay, now we can deal with you. Assuming you haven't despawned, which you probably have. Another death. That's going to be all duplicate items. Are you making skeleton noises? Don't do that. Well, after all that hype, yeah, he despawned anyway. So, we've got ourselves our chest here, and everything that we threw into the chest before dying there, we actually still have, because, like I said, it was a player data rollback there, which, as annoying as that is, yeah, duplicated everything. Surprisingly, actually, I'm really surprised, my bird. He's still here. If I look at him, how do I jump? That's how I get you off. If I look at you, it says owner question mark. So that's interesting. I'm going to have you sit here. Just stay there for the foreseeable future. I will get a spot for you eventually, but not right now. Right now, let's go ahead and grab that bed, move it back over here. I thought we would need it before that. I would like to actually start building something, and I don't really know what yet, but mostly I would like a actual place here, an actual base of operations at least, a little camp at least. Let's go ahead and move this over, and I think we'll use this little beach area as kind of our starting point right here by the magical sand block. Eventually I would like to, if we can, build something around it. I don't know what yet, temple of sorts, but we'll see. I don't really have any specific plans for where I want to put anything or where I actually want really anything, like storage, all that. Don't know. But for now, we've got a little bit of a cactus farm set up, just a bunch of cactuses sitting there. And that's all we've got to our name right now. So let's see if we can do something about that. And I think the first thing we're going to do here is get ourselves a little bit of a tree farm going. Nothing fancy. In fact, at the moment, this is as much for trees and wood as it is for dirt. Similarly, I believe it hasn't changed yet, that if you plant these things on a dirt here, they will grow 4 or 3 more dirt. I'll have to test that. Do I have a bone on me? I don't have any bones on me. I believe that will still happen. So I hope it does, because that will mean that we have a way of getting more dirt until we can eventually get that sorted out a little bit easier. Cool. That was blue. Let's get a purple going. Eventually I will have this be a little bit more organized, but at the moment we don't have a whole lot of land yet. And I just need dirt. I need lots of dirt. Mostly because I need a farm going. But that'll take a while. Do I have anything in here? I have 2 bones. That's not going to do anything, is it? Let's go with, I think we'll do red, because the blazing archwood is always useful for the volcanic accumulator. Not accumulator, there we go. Awesome, does still produce extra dirt. Cool. I broke my axe, didn't I? Cool. Well, I'm going to farm up a little bit of wood, a little bit of dirt, and get ourselves at least a small crop farm going, and maybe a little bit of a house. Alright, well, we've been growing a few of our trees. We've got a little bit here going. I just needed the dirt, so I just left those hanging there. Chopped down a couple of the others to at least get 1 of each. And what that allows us to do now is that we actually have things growing here. We can actually start growing this fruit. I think I've got all sides of this one filled up. Alright, so each of these has a different effect that they do. So it's sort of one of those things where I wanted to get them started farming early, just so I can have a few of them. Some of them are more useful than others, at least at the beginning. These here, the mendostine, mends you, so good for healing, that sort of stuff. Bastion fruit, I believe it's shaped like a shield, so I'm inclined to believe that it gives some sort of resistance effect, as well as pomegranate blows up, so that's, not that useful actually at the moment, but eventually maybe. So for now, we're at least starting a small farm of them, each of these, just to get them going, and eventually we can go from there. So with that, however, we do have, did that go down to screw? Cool. We have a little bit of dirt, which means we can get a small farm going. Unfortunately, one thing that does need is a hoe, and I think I only have 3 cobblestone left. So let's use 2 of those, I suppose. Make ourselves a stone hoe, and get some crops going, because that's going to be very helpful, especially wheat, because now we have the berries, we can get the source berry rolls, which are wonderful. Do I have any more dirt? I think that's the last of my dirt, though. Yes, it looks like it. At some point I'll get some organization in these chests, but not today. Let's go ahead and plant some crops, get some things going here. I don't have any seeds, do I? Oh, I do. Perfect, okay. We'll get at least a few of these going. And I think I had also grabbed some carrots and potatoes. I think they're in my bag here, because those will be handy as well. Carrots and potatoes, please. Anything else useful in here? Not that I'm seeing. Saguaro cactus, I don't really need that at the moment. That works, okay. So, carrots, you can go here, and potatoes, there, cool. We have a farm. Of course, now that it's night, I realize I do have my bed on me. Let's go ahead and at least get a spawn point set, and might as well sleep through the night as well. Hello, parrot. You're gonna just sleep there? Perfect. Okay, we have a farm. We have some dirt, not much. We have some trees. What we don't have is stone. So what I'm gonna do is, at some point this is going to be like an actual, temple thing, like I said. Let's go ahead and drop this off. We're just going to dump everything in here. Don't need any of this at the moment. And that's good. We need a mine shaft somewhere. And I don't really have too much of a preference where, but it might as well be somewhere useful. Do I have any apples? Okay. I think I'm just going to kind of pick a random spot and just start digging down. I think that's kind of the plan. Let me grab, I've got flashing archwood. That gets us wood. Can I make you into a crafting table? I can, perfect. And I think that means I can get some ladders, and I'm just going to do my traditional straight down until I hit bedrock type thing. I'm not sure what the ideal depth is nowadays with the different Y height there, but I'm just going to go down until I see something valuable. So interestingly, the first ore that I've seen the entire time down here is diamond. The first ore. Nothing else. Not even in the walls. Just nothing. Just some granite up there. I don't have iron. I can't mine you. You're in the way. I gotta keep going down until I can find something. Okay, well, I guess I'll build my ladder again. That's actually really annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging. Since iron is kind of the main thing that's holding me up right now, besides dirt, I decided to make a small little tunnel here at Y19. I just kind of picked it at random, and as I was walking, I found that there was a thing on the map there that looks a lot like a abandoned mine shaft. So I'm trying to find that right now, but in the meantime, I did find some iron finally. So that's awesome. 3 of these will get me nice timing with my stone pick. That'll get me enough to be able to make a diamond pick, or an iron pick rather, which means I can get those the diamonds. In the meantime, let's go ahead and combine some of these. We have a thing on the server that will basically stop me whenever I get down to 10, which 10 plus 9 of course equals 25, so let's go ahead and add these together. Do I have another one? No, I don't. Okay, well, add these together. 37, perfect. Our main goal for today is to get ourselves the starting spellbook, which really only has a few parts to that. The first is iron. So I've been doing a little bit of mining there. I've got a small little tunnel down there at like Y16 or something. It's not down into deep slate levels, so we should be getting a decent amount of iron. I did find an abandoned mine shaft, but I'll go back to there in a little bit. The other part that we need is, well, we need an actual book, so leather. I'm going to get a few pieces of leather here, actually. I would like another backpack. This one is full already, and quite honestly, early game storage is always a pain in modded. So I saw a couple more cows there, and I did not bring my wheat, unfortunately. I should bring you guys home. In fact, yeah, I'm going to bring you home. You know, everyone always talks about how strong Steve is, but really, the boats in Minecraft, I think, are even stronger than Steve. And it appears while we were away, the pineapple fairy dropped by. So Flash Pine is on the flashing archwood log here. I don't actually know what this one does. I'm a little nervous. I'm pretty sure I'll get struck by lightning if I eat it, but that's probably fine. Yeah, so they just added this. One thing that we're doing with this pack is we have what's called server pack locator, which means we really just have to update it on the server and it will just work on the clients. So let's go find a spot where we can go eat this that won't kill anything nearby. Animals are over here. Let's go right over here. Genuinely do not know what will happen. We have glowing and shocked. Okay. Not too useful. I'm sure there's a reason for that. It can probably brew into a potion and splash things with it as well. So that'll be fun. So with that cow's unfortunate demise, we have ourselves what we need to make our spellbook. Get some paper, turn it into a book. Cool. And we need, let's see, a pick, a shovel, and an axe. So we're going to actually make a second axe here. I do have 2 pickaxes here now. That's fine. I do want to have one with me anyway, because it is handy to have one as an individual tool. What else do I need? Is that the only thing I need? Novice spellbook. Sweet. We have ourselves our book. In Obituary, you can go away. So, cool. What are we going to do with this? Our first spell is going to be our standard touch break. We're going to call it break, because I'm creative. So we now have ourselves a nice pickaxe, which will last, well, forever, which is going to be really handy because I've got a whole lot I want to do here. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of mana, and we don't really have a good way of fixing that yet. Yeah, basically the only way to increase the mana is enchanting your armor, which the stuff's already enchanted, so I can't really do that, at least easily. The other thing is learning more glyphs. So the next thing we would like to have is a scribe table, which I think is actually pretty simple. 2 gold nuggets do we have? We may not actually have that. Oh, we do. Awesome. Grab one of you. Thank you. Turn you into some nuggets, and we've got a little bit of wood here. That should be everything we need. Slabs. Got it. Across the top. Thank you. And we have ourselves a scribe table. Perfect. Place you down. Woo! So in order to actually learn new glyphs, we have to hold our spellbook and right-click this. It won't actually cast the spell. In fact, I can't even shift right-click to cast the spell on this. So if you need to break it, you need an actual axe. And then we just kind of look and decide what we would like to get. And I think I'm going to start with you are dispel. I want light. So we can sort it by tiers. It'll make it a little bit easier. It's still in alphabetical order. Ah yes, conjure mage light. That's pretty simple. It's just a lantern and a torch. And we have a new overlay here. Toss remaining items onto the table. And the items that you need will be floating above. So let's go ahead and toss our torch in. Don't need that. And we should have a little bit of iron left over. Turn you into a lantern, which is just torch and iron. There we go. And toss you on as well. Lovely little animation. Get ourselves writing up our glyph. It'll just pop out. Cool. And right click to learn. Now what we can do is we can go to spell slot 2, and I want you to be a projectile mage light, and we'll simply call you light, because once again, I'm creative. Now, instead of these ugly torches everywhere, we can have these bright purple little sparks, which works pretty cool. You can also go in here to color picker, and we can change what color we'd like. I don't really have a preference at the moment. We might come up with like a general kind of theme for our coloring for the base later on, but for now, honestly, I don't really care. I'm going to use green, just kind of to mark me because, you know, wearing green. But yeah, that'll be really helpful. I don't need to craft torches anymore, don't need to carry them even, and I can pretty much just do whatever I'd like. Next up, I need to get myself a light overlay mod and pretty much cover the entire island here because, yeah, don't want to deal with that. Another fun thing with the light spell is if you hit a creature with it, they get this lovely little outline which is visible through blocks. So the glowing effect. You can glow too. Well, now that we've got our fancy little spellbook here, I think this is a good spot to call us for an episode. We got quite a bit done today, even if it doesn't really look like it in the base. We've got at least one of each sapling, which is really handy to have. We've got ourselves our actual area, and we've got our starting tool to be able to do stuff with it. So, with that, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.